Welcome to Quinn Broadcasting. I'm Tony Trongone. This is Coach's Corner. And as always, we have our head coach of our Thunderbolt football team, Humberto Ayala. And, Coach, I always give you the honors of the introductions.
Well, how you doing today, sir?
All right. How you doing? Maybe start with that, too. You corrected me. Go ahead.
I'm good. Right next to you, you have our starting left guard, Christian Francis. Okay. He's a senior. Goes to CC Tech, hence the hat that he's repping. So.
Yeah, you can put it backwards for now, but we'll leave it forward.
Nah, it's all right.
I'm only joking around, Christian.
He does a great job. We're fortunate to have him on that offensive line. Next to him, we have our 4-year starter, Jamal Wallace Jr., running back, linebacker. So expect big things out of him, from here on out. And then next to him is our new offensive line coach, Coach Nick Sanasuso, right?
Yes.
Coach Nick is he's been coaching around South Jersey for a long time. I think he was a DC for the last 5 years in Delran.
Just 1 year.
1 year. Oh, 1 year.
I did coach 3 years previous to that.
Yeah. So we're fortunate to have him on staff as well.
All right, so welcome, and then welcome to the show, Coach Nick.
Appreciate it.
And Jamal, this will be your second time.
Yep.
And Christian will be your first time. So we'll start off with the scoring summary. And so we look at the game and how it unfolded. You can see there that they got on the board first, and I guess we'll toggle back and forth, George. So if you want to go to their play, their first play they had, they almost similar to the Holy Spirit, where they got some big passes, right, coaches?
Yeah. I mean, they went to the air early, took their shots, so
Yeah, we'll do that. I think it's a 37-yard pass, number 4. You can see, and we're playing off pretty far. I think it's Everett covering him. He looked right, and he went out, rolled out left.
Just came back, you can't see it, what happened there exactly, but we just got to be better with our eyes in that situation and better eye discipline in that moment. I think the quarterback scrambled too, so that didn't, help. And listen, good ball, good play. We got to stop here, which is great, because I think we wound up going in. We stopped him on the goal line. Wound up having a punt, but we stopped him on the goal line, which was fortunate too.
Right, and then later on they did come back again, and they scored on a 5-yard pass.
Yeah.
To their outstanding receiver.
Yep.
Here he is.
We got caught it with our eyes inside. He set him up well. Listen, it's good route, good ball. We got to be better in coverage. That's it.
Yeah, where are the hips playing that? Like your hips? Like I see their hips got turned.
He just shouldn't be looking at the quarterback there in that moment. He should just be reading the receiver, and he got caught. A split second in the eyes in the backfield is probably too much. All
right, so that's enough of that stuff. And then you look and see we got on the board with the big guy here. We'll look at that play now. It's Jamal's 65-yard run.
Inside zone, right?
Inside zone, with same side zone with jet motion to influence the linebacker. You can see him step out just a little bit, and Chris actually gets up on him and blocks him there, the play side linebacker.
And then Jamal, you outran the camera. It was pretty fun. For a guy your size, you're very quick.
I mean, listen, this is him. He hits the whole line, does an amazing job. That's Chris right there on that side. Great seal. Jamal does the rest. He's not easy to tackle in the open field.
One more time, Coach Nick. Go on the line again. What happened on the line?
Right, so we're running inside zone with jet motion, and we see the influence, but the linebacker steps out with the jet motion. Chris gets up on him. We get a double team on the backside there, but our left guard is there's nobody on him, so he's going up to the backer, and he kind of whiffs on the backside linebacker. But Jamal's got such a head of steam that he kind of runs through the arm tackle there. So we got to do a better job on that, when we're getting to the linebacker, blocking him on the backside there. So we did work on that this week, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better this week versus Mainland.
Yeah, great. And Jamal, great play. Great run.
Thank you.
So that was our longest rushing touchdown in 2 years. So We were happy.
Well, I like what happened the week before, how you ran downhill, and
Oh yeah.
and I also had like those three guys at you, and you're like, you guys are not going to stop me, right?
Yeah.
So next is we'll make Mr. Collins. We got Reggie Howley up. So Reggie,
Slant. That's it. Good read. Good route. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a hit. Just a hit. The regular hitch. That's it. Get the ball. Quarterback gets the ball out quick. And Reggie. This is a good route. Just drops his hips. Gets out of that break. Ball's on time. And by that ball, look at that ball right out of his break. That ball's pretty much there, so it gives him time to be able to do something afterwards.
Timing.
Yeah.
And that was set up by a bad punt.
I think so. Yes. But we drove down to that point on some really positive runs from Jamal.
Okay, so congratulations. That's Reggie's first touchdown of the year. So we're up 14-6, and next up will be Demir getting a taste of honey. He was looking for a better game like this week technically week 1.
Yeah. Just outside zone. We do a good job blocking. Demir finds his little hole, squeezes in there, and bounces off of everybody. And kind of listen. I think it's a great cut right there, to be honest, because you don't want to stretch that out anymore.
Right.
So I mean, for him to have that, see that. And have that vision there, that was great. Great job by him. Great job by the line too, sealing that.
Yeah, sometimes it can hit right in that area. It doesn't necessarily have to be so wide on outside zone. It's just a matter of taking your steps, everybody to the left, which I preach on a daily basis there.
I think every one of our running backs scored in this game too.
He broke tackles though. That's one thing else he did.
Yeah. Well, he's a tough runner. Runs hard, keeps going, has a motor.
All right, congratulations to Demir on your first touchdown of the year. And then we have a 15-yard pass. Motion.
Slant route, run a speed out underneath, 2 slants. Could have probably went to the inside guy there, walks in the end zone. But still, either way, good read.
And who was that, Coach?
That was Reggie. Reginald Holly
That was
there on the
Reggie's.
outside, yep,
Okay.
with Jaden Days in the slot right there. They're 2 sophomores. You can see the outside backer gets drawn with the speed out, yeah.
Their defense wasn't clogging up the passing lanes either. Though. Do it one more time, George. Like I saw throughout the game that they weren't. You could see that O'Connor had room to throw. He wasn't trying to force anything. I know it's the design of the play too, but
I think when you have success in the run game, then it's just like then now we get into the point where it's pick your poison, and that's what we want to be. We want to be a balanced football team, so that we have the ability to do anything in any kind of game.
gotcha. And then we have who's up next? Oh, this is this is where I thought the game was changing because I was watching the body language of the players. And I'm like, wow, they're folding. Because I think their quarterback guy had gotten hurt then.
Oh, okay, yep.
And so, and then they had that punt, and this is that punt.
They were back. Well, this is the 1 yard run by yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yep.
1 yard run by Aiden Dawkins.
Yep, that guy sliced through. Probably shouldn't have, but
We didn't take the right step there. Our right guard stepped left instead of right. So.
yeah. But players make plays, and he made a play, cut it up. He's an explosive running back, explosive kid. So
Yeah, he's quick to the hole. He's really
he
fast.
gets there.
Reminds me of Brasier Hunter when Brasier was younger.
Yeah.
Like getting to the hole really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his first touchdown, Aiden. And we had
All our backs have their style. Everybody's different in their own way, and they all complement each other too.
So I apologize for that. And then we have the Darnell Williams fumble recovery.
This is a great job. So this goes over his head, and so Kenyatta Wilder makes the effort to tap it back in.
Yeah, that's why I have that circle.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's that's just great
Smart,
awareness.
yeah.
Great awareness by him to do that. We knew they weren't very good with this. With the snap, we knew they were in trouble here, so we just came after it.
He kind of flicks it back in.
Yeah, it's a great job.
It hit the goalpost too.
Oh, did it? I didn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
One more time.
Oh yeah, right underneath it,
I
huh?
realize that.
And that was the end of the half, and then we're up 35-6. And, you know, and I'm thinking this game's already over. This game's over. And now we're going to go into the second half, and it's Shamar Collins leading to him.
Yeah, just regular, right in the flat. They don't cover it. It's a RPO option there, and quarterback makes a great read, and Shamar, Marty does the rest there, man. That's a great run. Stiffs arm the kid on the outside. Listen, we're fortunate. We have athletes all over the place. You could take one away, we could go to another, then we can go to another.
But he's good out of that H-back.
Oh yeah. Listen, he does a great job in the block, in the blocking part of it. He does a great job in the pass, and he can run it too. And then on top of it, he's a stud on the defensive side.
Exactly. He scored like a similar play like that last year.
Yes.
So, and now we're up 41-6, and we're getting to the end of the film here. So we're and then all of a sudden it's Brooks. And it's a simple post pattern.
Yeah, listen, he does a great job. Brooks does a great job, and that's the graphenite there too that he just sets up and torches. So you're talking about a Division I commit to Rutgers. The kid's a great athlete, but there's a different level in speed.
And O'Connor hits him in stride too.
So. Oh, it's a great look at that protection too. Look, steps up, right there. Probably could have been a late hit, too.
I should have highlighted that, Coach Nick, the protection there. I always got to give the lineman some love.
Mm-hmm.
But he stays in the pocket, though, O'Connor, too.
He's just got a good natural feel. Like, it's some kids don't have that. He's got a great natural feel to stay in the pocket.
And so Brooks had one called back, but that did count.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad call.
Yeah. So, and finally we end the game with a safety. And we watch this. And
so this is our JV guy. JV guys are in here.
Who's
now.
that backer though that makes that play to push him outside? Was that Marty? Was that Collins?
I think that's Marty.
Huh?
Pretty sure that's Marty.
So is this our ones? Oh, it is our ones. Yeah.
So that's
that's Shamar. Yep.
He pushed that play. He made that play go outside.
He's just very explosive out of his break there,
which made him go deeper in the end zone.
That's a heck of a job.
So somebody gets credit for the tackle for the safety, but Shamar actually made the play by pushing it back into the end zone. So there are all the scoring plays, and then we want to see some team stats. So we have them coming up. Our producer, George, will pop them up. Yeah, just pick one. We'll go with it, George. So this is team total yards. Coach, both these, you see 176 yards rushing.
Yeah. I mean, 368 yards of offense. It's a good day. I think we strive for a little bit more. We always hold ourselves to a higher standard, but that's balanced football. When you look at it, based on the numbers in the pass and in the rushing game.
But what people don't talk about is our defense, like negative 10 yards rushing.
I know. Yes, so we held them to a total amount of yards of 97 yards, which is pretty good. So it just shows that defensively from last year to this year, we've been really consistent on our production and performance. Coach Corey does a great job. So, and that defensive staff does a great job preparing these young men from week to week.
And then for the penalties, what's your thoughts on the penalties?
Well, we had three personal fouls, which counted for 3 with 15 yards each. One was the mere scores. We were honoring.
He showed the T-shirt.
Yeah, we were honoring our young JDL, and he showed the T-shirt. The official, that white cap, actually went over and knew what he was doing, and they still decided to assess him with the penalty. I think I get it, and I didn't argue it. I'm like, there's certain things I think you just let go, But they did. Then one was on Shamar because he scores his touchdown and just kind of throws his hands up or something right past the camera. Like, didn't stop, didn't celebrate, just throws his hands up past the camera because we have a camera guy taking pictures, and they assessed him for that. So, I think it's...
And the third one?
What was the third one? Oh, there was one
Dave.
with Spence. Yeah, that was extra, and that was deserving. So the one was deserving.
Oh,
the other two,
yes.
yeah. So the one was very like
57?
Yes, he heard it. He heard a full mouth of it. So yeah, that's unacceptable what he did there. So but the other two, sure, I guess. But we talk to our guys. We can't allow that to happen because that could be a difference maker in games.
Gotcha. Then we'll go to individual stats. I have them. The print will be a little bit small, slightly small. I'll have passing. So the passing you have Roseboro, for not 84 yards, but interest. I was actually feeling bad for the kid. It was like he was under attack the whole game.
Yeah.
The punter.
Yeah, we have a tough defensive front,
And then you had O'Connor in there.
Yep. Robbie went 11 for 17, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's got 6 touchdowns in 2 games. Over 400 yards passing in 2 games, as well as a sophomore, first 2 starts of his career. I think he's doing a great job. And then you have KJ came in, Kwambole Jr. came in. When the game kind of extended itself, does a great job as well back there. And then receiving, you could see the receptions. Brooks had 4 for 76. Reggie, Shamar, you have Jaden Days in there, so you had about 5 different people catch a ball. So, and three of them scored. 3 different guys scored touchdowns. So this week it wasn't just all Brooks catching touchdown passes.
I wonder why I don't have rushing on there. Is there another one, George? Might capture all that. But I know Jamal led us with.
Yeah, he had 4 carries or 5 carries for 76 yards.
I think it's probably 4. That's probably 4.
All right, so talking about the game then, let's talk about the game. Start with you, Coach. And I always say this, what did you learn about the game and your team during that Atlantic City?
I think we got a tough football team. I think we got a team that understands, what the standard is, like I always say, and understands what goes into it on a daily basis. We got this is a really good football team, like just across the board. I've said it before, from character to the work and how hard how much they put into it, the understanding, the leadership, the senior leadership. So everything across the board, everything just flows. They get along with each other, they mess around with each other. The vibe is just like, you don't always get this, so you enjoy these moments when you have teams like this.
And Jamal, this is your 4th year.
Yes,
what
sir.
have you learned about this team as opposed to 3 other years?
I feel like we're just a complete team. Like, we play as a unit. We've always tried to play, we've always played as a unit. But I feel like this year, we've learned how to depend on each other and have our own responsibilities to play as 111.
All right, so that's the first quarter. And we're going to go and we're going to talk to Coach Nick in the next quarter, get to know about him, and then even have some defensive stats. We'll be right back after this short message. Good job.
Allen Associates is a
Then I'll
family-owned
go.
and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services, including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
Hello, my name is Craig Atkinson, and I am president of the Millville Thunderbolt Club. The mission of the Thunderbolt Club is to enhance the athletic experience of Millville High School student athletes. We provide a myriad of services for these athletes, including end-of-year recognition banquets for all teams, stipends for teams and individual athletes, college scholarships of $35,000 per year, meals for special events, as well as hosting the Mike Trout Millville Thunderbolt Club Golf Tournament and the Millville Sports Hall of Fame. Please visit our website at millvillethunderboltclub.com for additional information.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trongone, along with Coach Ayala. We're in the second quarter, and we're going to talk mainly about you, Coach, being a newcomer to the Thunderbolt family. So can you give us a history of how you got here?
Yeah, so I've never thought I would be a football coach. I only played 1 year of freshman football at West Effort, and I got a teaching job at Holy Cross, and Tim McEnany was the head coach there,
Okay.
and they needed someone just to help out. So he asked me, I helped out. I learned back then, he was running the double wing offense. He won a state title at Holy Cross, and then he went on to Lenape. But I started to really get into it, and I started to really study. And it was kind of like an obsession. It was like hours and hours a night. And then Tim left, he resigned, and Frank Holmes, who's now one of the offensive line coaches actually at Washington Township, he became the head coach, and he gave me a varsity job, running backs and defensive backs. And then, I progressed. I was the offensive coordinator at Sterling under Dan Harris. I was the offensive line coach at Riverside. They were a real bad program. 2014, we actually won 6 games with them. So last year I was the Delran defensive coordinator, and it was funny. I had saw the opening that they had posted, and I kind of just thought, man, it would be kind of great to go to a Millville to coach and an offensive line and coach on a team with such great players. So Coach Crowley, the offensive coordinator, reached out. I didn't even, I was flattered, humbled, and I came down, met with Coach Ayala, and saw the kids in the weight room. It was closer to my house. I live in Pittman. So it was just a great opportunity. So I'm very, very thankful and excited to be here.
And so what do you do before practice? You're working in the district?
I'm working in the district as like a paraprofessional.
Oh, yeah, what building?
The high school.
Oh, you're working at the high school. Good.
Yeah.
So you're around the kids then.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll bounce back to you, but I'll ask Christian, what has Coach brought to the table for you?
It really is an experience working with Coach Nick.
Experience, huh? Like Jimi Hendrix experience? What type of experience?
Every day he just pushes us to get better. Like before practice, before everybody's even out, he'll tell us to get on the line so we can work on double teams, pull, and other stuff of that nature. But I can really tell that he just wants us to be better as players and as people.
And so, and I'll go back to you, Coach. As far as the kids are relating to you, how do you relate to being in Millville and being with the kids?
Well, so I brought up maybe a different type of teaching style, which is now our style. So I don't want to say I because football's a we game, but we're big on rules for each play. I don't know if they had that prior to me. So everybody has a rule on each play, and everybody has to memorize the rule, whatever the running play may be, or even in pass protection, but mainly in the run game. I kind of brought that double wing T type mentality as far as the rules go and applied it to our multiple spread. So everyone on each of our plays, so I'm constantly repping the double teams and things like that, but I'm also constantly putting fronts up, and sometimes we'll use trash cans, and I'll name the play, and I'll say, what's your rule? They have to tell me the rule, and then we all walk to our blocks. I'll put a different front up, and we'll call the same play. I'll walk a linebacker up, etc. So that was a little bit challenging because the kids, I don't think, in the past were coached quite that way. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that was kind of like my style. So the exciting thing is that we've only played 2 games, and this is the first year kind of in that rule-based system. I really think they're going to get better and better. I don't even know if they know how good they can really be.
So say Marcus Alfer and Darian Blackowitz, you're working with them. They're 4-year starters. So how have you added to their repertoire? Just like you said, the rules.
Yeah, I think that's a big factor, and we also did concentration on the double teams. I don't know what went on in the past, but I know we're very big on emphasizing moving the double team on the first level, and then coming off to the linebacker when he's a threat, not coming off too soon. So you can see it, I think, on the film, how much better we've gotten on those double teams. I mean, Marcus was, he had some issues with that, I think, in the past, just watching the film, and they have pretty much been corrected as far as that goes. So that was a big thing, the rules and the double teams, and really focusing on them.
How about sustaining their blocks? Because I saw a couple plays where the guys weren't staying on their blocks.
Well, that's always going to be a battle. I can assure you, every day we're working those base blocks. We say knuckles to the buckles. We have 2 whistles, and we're driving our guys. We do down blocks. We do double teams. So that's always going to be probably until the end of time when you're coaching football, where you have to really work on that. So.
And Jamal, you being a running back and seeing what's going on with the line, the progression, what's your perspective now with this type of scheme and with Coach being a part of it?
I love the scheme that Coach Nick brought. Like from day one, I knew that Coach Nick, like he could really help us out. Being able to get the line, get their adjustments right, just being able to just block as a unit, like just learning the whole team being able to play as a unit. That line was able to really get together, work as a unit. Everybody there hasn't played with each other for a long time, but as soon as it's there, it clicked. Like it was quick.
Great, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think, once Carr said that he wasn't able to do it anymore and Darren stepped down, I think finding a good offensive line coach is not easy. All right, you could find other coaches, receiver coaches, DBs or whatnot, but to find an offensive line coach that's as dedicated as Coach Nick and that knows what he's doing the way he does, and that is a workhorse like that, I mean, Coach Crowley introduced him to me. It was a no-brainer because I knew what we were as a team, and with his style and what he was able to bring to us was only going to make us better. And we want to be a balanced football team, and in order to do that, you got to control the trenches. So we got the size and we got the line to do that on a consistent basis. We just need a coach that's going to be able to get them to that point, and that's what Coach Nick's doing.
Great. So welcome to the Thunderbolt family.
I appreciate it.
We're going to go to defensive stats now. And I got this from NJ.com. I don't know if it's 100% correct.
If it's on NJ.com, they are.
They are?
Yeah, because I input them.
So when I look at that, I see, you see Darian with 12. You see Shamar with 16. And also Jaden Jones with 12. And then you also have
that's
Ridgeway.
That's total in 2 games.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's for 2 games to date.
Yeah.
And then tackles for a loss. Who's leading the team there is looks like it's Shamar, right?
Jaden tackles for a loss. But it looks like it's Jaden, right? Yeah. Jaden with 3. Jaden Jones with 3. Total tackles is Shamar Collins because he's just active in there, so we are talking about him. Yeah, I mean, so you see across the board, our guy, Coach Core preaches, 11 hats to the ball. He wants everybody there, so we're constantly there. So. Yeah,
I'm not, pushing on this, but there's no pick sixes yet. I'm surprised, even on a blowout game.
I just don't think. We had an interception in the Holy Spirit game. I don't think it presented itself. I think we had in the Holy Spirit game they probably threw a good deal, and I just think the quarterback was under pressure, so it didn't lead to those kind of passes per se. I guess I mean, he overthrew a lot of balls. They tried to run a lot, and then the Atlantic City game, that quarterback was running for his life. So I mean, anything he threw was on the run. So I don't know. Just those moments didn't present itself the way they had, but we've had the defensive touchdown. So
Yeah, because watching a lot of football, the defensive coach, Coach Core, or other defensive coaches are like, let's see how we can score on defense. What's our goal? Can we score on defense? That's why I bring that up.
yeah, well, I mean, listen, we had first game. You have Marty lay that hit where JF
Right,
picked up the
Jay
scoop and
picked it
score.
up, scoop and
We had
score,
the
yeah.
punt. We had the punt block that we had in the end zone. We had a safety in the end zone too. So I mean, those are all defensive scores. So if we're getting a defensive score every game, and our offense is doing what they do, we should be in a good position.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're a little spoiled here about as far as how we score. But that's just something when I look at it all, I'm like, oh, we haven't had any pick sixes yet. It's odd that because we always seem to get one, and it turns the tide, like the Jade Everett scoop from Shamar's hit. So, all right, so that's the end of the second half, and we'll be right back after these short messages. All right, so.
Hello, my name is Craig Atkinson, and I am president of the Millville Thunderbolt Club. The mission of the Thunderbolt Club is to enhance the athletic experience of Millville High School student athletes. We provide a myriad of services for these athletes, including end-of-year recognition banquets for all teams, stipends for teams and individual athletes, college scholarships of $35,000 per year, meals for special events, as well as hosting the Mike Trout Millville Thunderbolt Club Golf Tournament and the Millville Sports Hall of Fame. Please visit our website at millvillethunderboltclub.com for additional information.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Welcome back to the third quarter of Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trongone with Coach Ayala, Coach Nick, Christian Francis, and Jamal Wallace Jr. In the third quarter, we like to focus on the kids, our athletes, and I'm going to start with Jamal. And I know you were on the show last year.
Yes,
Jamal did a great job. Tell me about high school right now. Your classes, favorite class, favorite teacher, and how the school year is going so far. It's only been less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Right now, I'm loving school right now. I'm really liking AP Gov and forensics right now. I just enjoy just learning. Like, I was learning things like I started watching a debate, and I didn't think I'd ever watch the debate. But we got extra credit for it, so it was fun to do. And I would say this school year is going pretty good right now, even though it just started. Trying to hopefully get to a 4.0. I want to see if I can graduate with that.
Interesting. And so, what is your classes? Like, what type of classes you taking?
Right now, I'm in AP Lit, AP Gov, Forensics. I think I know we got our construction trades class. A few others, but
No math class this quarter or this?
Oh yeah, pre-calculus, advanced art. Yeah.
Okay. And also, you're a senior, so what's your goals and what's the next step for you?
To go to college, wherever right now. I wanna major in kinesiology and psychology. Try to be a therapist or a psychiatrist.
Any colleges in particular that have interest in you, or you have interest in them?
Mainly Patriots, Ivies right now.
What's that again?
Patriot Leagues and Ivy Leagues.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I think what I know, and I can talk freely with you, Jamal, is like the scouts look at measurables, and they don't look at what your performance is, and then you look at the pros and go, okay, like you look at, I'm just saying Julian Edelman or somebody that's, it's like you're not small, but you're not 6'4".
Yeah.
And I think people look at that and go, oh, I'll look there, and even though they don't have your toughness, your heart, your strength, nor your ability. And so I think you're going to surprise some people at the next level.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. We're not basketball players. Like, I'm ready to bring physicality with my size. I'm not too worried about the size factor of it.
So what goes on in your head when they give you? To me, they don't give you the ball enough. I'm going to say, Coach, with love. And I'm like, give them the ball, and then the next thing it's up to pass. And so when you're in there, you're like, I know beyond the obvious. I'm going to smash somebody. They're not going to get me down. But what's going through your head when you're getting the ball?
I tell the guys before every game, tell the running backs, tell the linebackers, domination when it isn't good enough. Every play, every snap, dominate. Doesn't matter what it is or what's going on, dominate it. And that's just all I tell them.
So on the defensive side, because you've been starting there, and you play almost every play on defense.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And then on offense, coach is splitting it up between yourself, Demir, and Jaden. Aiden Dawkins. So I'm enjoying it because I'm old school. It's like smash mouth. You get the ball down the field. It's like, man, I give him the rock again. So that's my 2 cents. But I'm not the head coach, and I don't know as much as Coach Ayala. So that's why I sit here and not on the other side of the table. So it's really a pleasure watching you and through the 4 years. And so it's your turn to give a shout out to someone that's important to you, or so they know that you're out there. They're out there listening.
All my family. I appreciate them every game. I hear them on the broadcast and recording every time. Can hear them no matter where it's from. Like I love their support. I love my family. Just appreciate them.
All right, good. All right, Christian, you saw how it was done. So now, as always, Jamal set the bar. I'll ask you, like your class schedule, your classes, your teachers. What seems to be clicking for you?
So as of right now, I only take 3 classes: English, phys ed, and my culinary class. Right, my culinary class is my favorite. My chefs really
Who's your chef?
As of right now, I have Chef Olson, but we switch on a semester basis. So first semester we'll do baking, and then the second semester we'll cook in the kitchen with Chef Alberti.
Yeah, because I've been there, and I know Chef Alberti's sister worked in the district, Joanne Corturcio. What are you laughing at? We had lunch there. That food was really good. I was like, the kids are cooking for our lunch food. Yeah. Superintendents go once a year, and I was like, I saw Chef Alberti there, and it was really good breakfast.
Yeah, we always try our best, especially in the kitchen, because I don't know if everybody else wants to go into a culinary-esque job, but I know, because I want to go to college, I want my major to be agricultural science and business, so I can start my own business, grow my own crops, sell food, and things of that nature.
Good. So what's going on? I know you talked about your major. What about colleges for you? Any colleges that you're looking to go to?
Specifically, the CIA, Culinary Institute of America, they have a campus in New York. They also they have 2 other campuses, one in Texas and one in California, or ACC, the Atlantic Cape Community College. It's obviously in Atlantic Cape. It's they're just really good culinary schools. Yeah, can't ask for anything more.
Good. So you're starting this year. What's it been for you to be a starter on the team this year?
It's to be honest, it's regular. It's normal.
You're a steady Eddie, or you're just like you're in a.
Every day we get better. And what is it? Even the backups, but especially the starters, because if you didn't know, I quit for 2 years, but I'm back now, and Darian and Marcus really helped me out, especially when it comes to certain plays, because I wasn't here last year and I don't know some of the plays, but I've really gotten into the swing of things and really have set into my position and the role I play on the team.
Well, we could see that, Coach. Coach, you're here with one of your linemen.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I didn't know about wanting to be a chef. I think that's great, but I also think that, and I'm not an expert on this, but I also think that Chris can play college football. I really do. I think he hasn't reached his potential. This is his first year of playing varsity football, and he kind of came out of nowhere, and he's doing a great job. He's really good. And I think he's going to get better and better, and I absolutely think he can play in college. I don't know the level, but I know he can play in college. So that's also something to think about.
Good, thank you. And Coach Ayala and Jamal.
I mean, I think it speaks for himself. Jamal's an upstanding young man, high character. He's been a major part of this team's success for the last 4 years. You know, he's has 2 championship rings. His goal is to leave here with his 3rd, listen, it's going to be, sad to see him go because he just plays such a huge role and he's just such a pivotal part of what we do on both sides of the ball because he's out there playing both ways. So we're just happy to have him and we're going to enjoy this last year with him.
So I'm going to ask the squat. How much can you squat?
I'm not sure because you couldn't put any more weight on the bar. But it was at 495 though.
495?
Yeah.
How about you, Christian? You into the weightlifting? I see some videos of you lifting. That's why
I plead the 5th.
Okay. Okay. How about your deadlift? Do you do any deadlift, or they stop doing that?
I don't really deadlift.
We don't deadlift.
Cleans?
Yeah, we do hang cleans, power cleans, bench, and squat.
What's your bench?
I don't think I ever did a bench because we were in middle of spring track season. I think the last time I had it, I had like 275 for 3.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, so he does winter track and spring track. So he wasn't in the weight room with us when we were doing all the maxes and stuff. He does his own thing on the outside, but
Gotcha. What's your PR on the shot?
I threw 52, 9 and 9.5, and discus I threw 147, 147 I think flat. I think 147 even.
Awesome to know about that. You have any other sports you get involved in?
I also do spring track. I'm starting winter track this year, but I throw shot and javelin.
I got to ask you the same thing. What are your PRs? I know he gave us. Come on, Christian. You can't give it up.
I had a 42 in shot put,
right,
and 120 in javelin.
Okay. So we got some players though on the field for winter track and for spring track, and do some good and some performing and believe it or not, the spring season, because I played football, but the spring season to get involved, that one last hurrah is going to be good for you guys. So,
yeah.
But we still got 7, 8, 9. How many more? We got like almost 10 games left to play. So football season's not over, but in the subsequent seasons, you guys will be involved, and I'll be interested to see how you do. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. All right, that concludes our third quarter of the Coach's Corner, our Coach's Corner. And we'll be right back. We're going to talk about our next game, tomorrow night's game against Mainland. We'll be right back after these messages.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Hello, my name is Craig Atkinson, and I am president of the Millville Thunderbolt Club. The mission of the Thunderbolt Club is to enhance the athletic experience of Millville High School student-athletes. We provide a myriad of services for these athletes, including end-of-year recognition banquets for all teams, stipends for teams and individual athletes, college scholarships of $35,000 per year, meals for special events, as well as hosting the Mike Trout Millville Thunderbolt Club Golf Tournament and the Millville Sports Hall of Fame. Please visit our website at millvillethunderboltclub.com for additional information.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Hello, I'm Tony Trongone. We're back on our fourth quarter. Coach's Corner with Coach Humberto Ayala, Coach Nick, Jamal Wallace Jr., and Christian Francis. And in this segment, we talk about our upcoming game, which is tomorrow night against Mainland at Wheaton Field at 6 p.m. And the first, we'd like to just see what's been happening prior, right, Coach? And it looks like it's a head-to-head Millville Mainland. And you can see that we pretty much dominated them in 14 and 15, and then I guess there was a gap of play in Mainland, and then 2021 we beat them 62-0, and then it was a close game in 2022, a pivotal game, it was a playoff game, great game, 18-14, and then there's last year where we took an L, losing 35-13, so. I just know beyond the obvious that we're ready and we're prepared to think about what we're going to do to Mainland tomorrow night. I'll say that. And then as far as Millville's last 5 games, if you have that, George, and you can see where we're trending, you can see that we beat Shawnee in the playoffs 41-7, and we lost to Mainland in the playoffs 35-13. Thanksgiving Day game with Violence 65-0. This year, Holy Spirit 35-0, and then Atlantic City last week 49-6. Mainland is on a winning streak that we're looking to break. Coach Ayala, right?
Yeah.
So look at Mainland's last 5 games, and you see they beat us 35-13, and they beat Winslow 41-7. State championship game, they won 56-0. They beat Atlantic City 30-18, and then last week they beat Hamilton 37-6. And so, Coach, I always hand it off to you, and then I guess we'll look at what we're looking for our team for Mainland offensively.
I mean, they're going to do what they do. They run their system. They run that system to a T. They run it very well. Their kids, well coached. They got a good coaching staff over there, and they're very consistent at what they do. I mean, they're traditionally a strong program, year in and year out. Yeah, they may have an off year here and there, but I mean, I guess all programs have those years. But I think we're going to see a tough football team come in that's well coached and ready to play football.
And what type of offense do they run?
They say wing T,
They
right?
run a wing T, yeah.
Offense,
Little
right?
shotgun.
And they'll do it from the shotgun. They'll go underneath. I know they brought Clyde Folsom in halfway through the that state championship year, the 2022 year, to help out with that offensive line and the scheme. You know, he's a legendary coach at West Deptford. Did a great job over there, and he's been a great part of their success that they've had on that offense.
There's another state championship coach too, from Cedar Creek, or
Yes. So then you have Watson. He's the defensive coordinator over there, who had a great run over at Cedar Creek, and he does a great job. Knowledgeable coach. So they got a great staff of guys with a lot of success, and that have had it. So the kids are fortunate to have that around them.
so Coach Ayala, your counterpart Chuck Smith. How long's he been there?
He was there. He definitely was there in 2018. I think he started there in 2017.
Yeah. So I don't know. I forget the details, to be
I think it was
honest.
2017. I could be wrong, but it's right around there.
Yeah,
Right.
so he was at Hamilton before.
And Oakcrest.
Oakcrest, yeah, for a few years, yes. Yeah.
Okay, how about the defensive side of the ball?
Well, for them,
Yeah.
the four-man front would say, they'll go from 4 to 3. Coach Watson does a good job preparing them, to be able to defend whatever. They're going to get after it. They're going to, bring their pressure up the middle. That's what they did to us last year. But they're going to be tough defensively. They got tough linebackers, smart players. We just got to execute and do what we do, and we should have the success we expect.
Coach?
I think they're really good. I mean, I've watched all their games, even last year's games. They do a tremendous job. At the same time, I think we'll be very prepared as they will. And they haven't won, I think, 16 games in a row for without doing a really great job. But I think we're prepared, and I'm excited. It's going to be a great football game.
Yep.
Jamal,
Yes, sir.
you were in that game last year. I'm not trying to egg you on, but I am.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about going back and playing Mainland at home?
Just excited. Just excited to come back and be able to play them again. They were a great team. Great team to get to compete against. It was hard losing with those guys. Played with them for almost like a decade of our life. Like, we played together. Just ready and excited to come back and play them again.
And then Christian, you had 2 big games at the Battle of the Beach, and then also last week with Atlantic City. But this is a pretty big game. What are your thoughts going? It's almost like they call it like a playoff game at Mainland versus Millville. So your preparation.
Going into it, there's a lot of definitely high expectations, because I know how hard it must have felt to lose to them, especially in the playoffs last year, for most of my teammates, especially returning seniors. So a lot of high expectations from them, and a lot of high expectations from my coaches. But Mainland is a fairly well coached team. I just don't think they have the talent we do and the ethic.
I guess you heard it there from Christian Francis. And then, Coach, I'll give you the final words on what's going on tomorrow night, where we're at, and what you feel about the game is overall.
We're going to have a beautiful night. I think it's going to be like 70, low 70s at kickoff, 6 o'clock in the evening at Wheaton Field. I know it's going to be, you're going to have a lot of media there. It's game of the week. You're going to have a lot of fans there. Our fans always come out no matter where we're at. But, they have a great following, too, so their side's going to be packed. So it's going to be a lively football game, and it's, talk about Friday Night Lights. This is Friday Night Lights, so.
I want to add this. the last month I was in Millville, I made sure we put a sound system in. How'd that go as far as the vibe?
Oh, man, I can't imagine what it's like sitting in the bleachers, because you can hear the bass, but the clarity from the speakers that comes out. Yeah,
big speakers in the stands.
Yeah. So, it sounds great. It sounds a lot better than what it was. And, again, we're just appreciative of those upgrades. Yep.
It's helping you guys get pumped up for the game. It'll be,
Yes, sir.
We'll see. I guess the guy that has the hat, what's his name again?
Mark Tribble.
Yes, he'll probably be there.
No, actually, the game of the week that they chose was St. Aug's Cherokee.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
There's actually a lot of good games going on this week.
That'll be a defensive battle right on that game.
Yeah, I think it ended 3-0 last year.
Gotcha. Okay, as Coach said, it's tomorrow night. Wheaton Field against Mainland, 6 o'clock. Looking for a positive outcome from our Thunderbolts. You heard it right from their mouth. They'll be prepared. They're confident, but also knowing that they have a job to do. So this is Tony Trongone, Coach Humberto Ayala, Coach Nick, Jamal Wallace, and Christian Francis saying, go Bolts.
All right, guys. Thank you so
This
much.
has been a QBC
Gentlemen,
television production in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22 and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.